Welcome. That was kind of scary.
That was so spooky. I'm terrified already.
Yeah. What's not scary is this awesome wrestling event that is happening on Saturday. We're super excited, and we have the boss lady herself here. So we're going to hand over the floor to you. Let people know everything they need to know about the show. This is a special one because there's a lot of extras that we don't typically get at a wrestling show. So I will hand the floor over to you.
Okay. October 21st. We are doing trick-or-treating first from 3:15 to 3:45. That's free. If you stay for the wrestling, admission does apply. During intermission, we're going to do a costume contest. There will be prizes. Children and adults alike are welcome to participate. Make sure you bring your candy buckets and your costumes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What is you guys, when you were a kid or now, if you're getting trick-or-treating, what's that one candy you're looking forward to getting?
Oh, I like candy, so it don't matter to me.
Reese's for sure.
Reese's, yeah, for me. Did you ever get the houses with the full candy bars?
Oh, those neighborhoods. You made the trip on your bike to get to that neighborhood every single time.
But yeah, trick-or-treating, wrestling, a costume contest hosted by Elliot Shock. The Shock Master.
That's so fun.
I like to say he's the best Shock Master in wrestling because I think we all know how the other Shock Master went back in WCW. But yeah, this is taking place Saturday in King, North Carolina. It's Chestnut Grove Middle School, correct? We're back in the old building after a little bit of a venue change last time. We're back. Doors are at 3:30. What time did you say trick-or-treating was?
3:15 to 3:45.
Okay, so and then Bella is going to be at 4 o'clock, and we have a lot of matches that are going to be very fun that you guys are all going to be able to be looking forward to. In the comments, we have Ryan Bracken said candy corn is his favorite candy. So
there you go.
I don't know that a lot of people would share that. And then we have Tiffany, who said Elliot Shock is great.
Elliot is great.
Yes.
Love to see that.
And then we have Allison, your lightweight champion. Andrew Light says, "Hey, boss lady."
Hey, Andrew.
Put that up right there. So yeah, let's dive in. We've got some special guests. We're gonna hear from Elliot Shock later. We're gonna hear from Morgan Dash. Fortunately, we're gonna hear from Ben Grayson. We're gonna hear from Damon Bryce, Christian Price. Didn't mean to rhyme, but I'm happy that I did. So we've got a chock full lineup for you.
That is a stacked lineup, and I like this is a show that I'm just excited I'm gonna be able to be at. Especially it's a Halloween themed show, which is a favorite of mine. This is gonna be really fun, and I can't wait to break down this card with you.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Chase and George says, "Hey, boss lady." Willy Nilly is here. We're gonna talk about Willy Nilly a little bit later. No, candy corn is for sociopaths. I don't want to anger the boss man, but he might be onto something. So let's start out with a match that's kind of fit for Halloween. This is a match of family. It's a little bit spooky. It's between JT Mars and Mike Mars. And before we hop in, let's listen to a little bit of what JT Mars had to say after his last match last month versus Game Time Zay.
What you just saw out there, that's not personal. I hold no ill will towards that man. What you just saw was a message to Mike Mars. Mike, I know you're watching. Did you really think, after all these years, did you think you could leave like you did? Did you think you could just abandon us? Abandon me? And then I wouldn't find you? Guess what? I found you. There's a lot more where that came from, and it's all for you, Mike. Yeah.
I would not want to be him, man.
Oh, he is back. He's mad. That's pretty terrifying if you're asking me. What does Mike Mars have to deal with? Like his brother's back. He found them. Now he's got to face him in the ring.
He's coming with a vengeance.
Yeah.
There is one thing in wrestling when things are personal that like you can cut tension with a knife, but this goes a step further, which I think is really interesting. This isn't just personal beef. This is family beef, and we all have. Not everyone has siblings, but if you have a sibling, and when there's beef with the sibling, it goes a little bit further. And I think this is deep rooted and goes about 4 steps past that. It's personal. It's
one thing when it's family, like the only person I've ever really fought is my brother. You don't hold back. When you're getting into a family, it's not like you're worried. Like, you know that person, you know what they can take, and you're going to push them to their limit. So this is definitely a match that people are going to want to see. I definitely do not want to be anywhere near the ring at this time because I feel like people are going to get thrown around.
Yeah, we might want to make sure that's extra reinforced.
Yeah,
because that's scary stuff around Halloween. Scary stuff.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna give the name Anarchy a good meaning when it comes to this. Anything else you guys have to add on this match, or should we bring on our first guest?
We can go ahead.
All right, so our next guest, drum roll please. We have Aaron Biggs joining us in the studio. He is facing Christian Price moving into this match, and he just came back at the last event. He was came and he interrupted the match between the Stew Crew and the Zenith. Welcome.
Not do that. Do not blame that on me. I was looking for the bathroom.
Well, you definitely did get lost, and that's okay. That happens.
Yeah.
And you stumbled into a little bit of a situation, and it may have changed the outcome of that match.
I don't even know how I got there. I just popped out, and TDT came toward me, and they lost. That was their fault. Not
Well, I think accountability is huge here. Absolutely. And accountability is huge. It's good that you can own your 50%, as they should own their 50%.
Yeah.
But y'all were getting a little personal there. It seemed like you may not have wanted to be there, but when you were there, you had some things to say. Can you kind of talk us through that?
You're right. It was. I thought this was just about wrestling, but he made it personal when you decided to try to end my career early.
Mm-hmm.
You put a steel chair on my leg and you jumped your big ass on it and broke my leg. I'm at the point where I think I'm ready to make the turn, and when I get my hands on TDT, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Talk about reinforcing the ring, you better. But as for my first opponent back, Christian Price, a young kid's got talent, man. He's gonna be something special. He's gonna go a long way. But he stated he wanted to try and take over the FWA roster. He must have forgot I was a part of that roster or something, because I could, and you'll fall over. You don't want that problem, but now you got that problem. So in your takeover, hopefully you make it past your first obstacle, your first big obstacle.
So, Christian Price has a lot to say about this match. He's got a chip on his shoulder, but
a chip on his shoulder, a mile high, man.
Yeah.
Like he, if he is half as good as he thinks he is, you might be in trouble. But the price would have to be right on that, and it could go either way. But you're bigger, man. I don't know.
He could possibly, maybe. No, let me stop lying. He has no chance in hell of winning this match. I don't care what the price is, how big the chip on his shoulder is. I'm big enough to knock that chip off of his shoulder and bring him back to reality.
Wise words. So, yeah, I don't think I would want to step in the ring with you. You first match back. You've got something to prove. And he's the only thing standing between you and what's next, which obviously have your eyes on TDT. So I don't think anybody's going to want to miss this match. I definitely would not want to be in that ring with Aaron Biggs. But
really ever, like that's just on my list of things that I just never want to do.
Yeah, so I do not envy Christian Price, but I do envy all of the fans that are going to get to sit in the stands and kind of see what happens, because you guys both have a lot on the line, and it's definitely going to be a match worth watching. So thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us, and we'll see you Saturday.
Not a problem. See you guys Saturday. Hey, boss lady. See you guys on Saturday.
Yeah. So that was Aaron Biggs. Our next guest is pulling double duty upcoming. We have Elliot Schock. He's not only doing the match for the prestigious FWA fanny pack, but he's also hosting the costume contest during intermission. How are you doing, Elliot?
I'm doing swell. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, of course. So what's your favorite candy? You're going trick-or-treating as a kid.
Hard-hitting question here in the rundown.
Y'all gonna hit me with the hard one starting off. Jeez. I've always been a Twix kind of guy, so love me some Twix.
Question. And if you need a minute to answer, it's fine. Left Twix or right Twix?
Oh God, yo, I'm gonna be controversial. I'm gonna say right.
Right
I'm
Twix.
gonna say right.
Okay.
I'm gonna say right.
What a hot take. Right here on the rundown.
That's why people get into this, because we do get the hard-hitting questions, and we do get the answers that everybody wants to know. But let's talk about your match coming up. You've got you versus Joe Harrison, who there is no comparison. You've got Baby Lotion Brown, one of the slipperiest wrestlers in all of the East Coast. And then you've got the Shockmaster, Elliot Schock, in a match that is, it's not your typical match. How are you preparing for this, and what are you doing to make sure that you walk out with the fanny pack on Saturday?
No, I've been doing a lot of training, to be honest with you. I've been studying a lot of Mr. Lotion, Baby Lotion Brown. Mr. Joe Harrison, last time we wrestled one-on-one, I was victorious, if we do recall. However, after the match, I had little slip up, but I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen again this time.
Awesome.
Are you at all concerned? So last month, Baby Lotion was victorious in a triple threat. We have another triple threat here. This is a style of match that he's very comfortable in, that he has familiarity in. Are you going to go about this match a certain way? With how prepared he is, how more prepared are you?
I'd say I'm 10 times prepared, in all honesty. But when it comes to this triple threat match, I'm going to tackle it like I challenge any other adversary, with speed, sound, and shock. So guaranteed that no matter if it's Joe Harrison or Baby Lotion that takes the pinfall, I promise you that I'm coming out victorious, and I will become a 2-time fanny pack champion. That's guaranteed.
So as a former champion, you know that there's the unpredictability of the fanny pack, because the fanny pack holds things, and there's going to be something in the fanny pack that may cost you the match. It may prevent you from doing what you need to do. How are you going to prepare for the surprise of what could be in that fanny pack?
It's unpredictable, in all honesty. It's very unpredictable. My superpowers should be able to suffice against any adversary. So no matter what they have in that fanny pack, no matter what Joe has came up with, or some sort of evil concoction that's going on in that fanny pack, I promise you it's not going to faze me whatsoever.
Awesome. And then after your match, which hopefully you'll be victorious, you are going to be hosting the costume contest. For those watching that are going to be dressing up, what are you looking for? What is your criteria that you're judging on, and how are you preparing for this responsibility as well?
This responsibility is going to be fun, man. Really, I'm just looking for anything that shows creativity, as I do myself. Anything that's flashy, anything that's colorful, anything that represents something spooky and scary. So by all means, whatever people dress up as, I'm excited to see it all. Yeah.
And we're excited to see you there. We're excited to see this match. And just a reminder, if you're watching, there will be a costume contest. There will be trick-or-treating. This is a Halloween event, and Elliot Schock is going to be there in multiple capacities. So we're rooting for you. Whatever happens, this match is going to be fun. Thank you so much, Elliot, and we'll see you on Saturday.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, boss lady. And remember, always stay shocking.
Stay shocky. Awesome. So we've got the Shockmaster, Elliot Shock, and I don't know if he goes by the Shockmaster, and he might hate that I'm calling him that, but but that's where we're at. We're joined by somebody who has superpowers of his own, somebody that once you get him in the ring, there's a lot going on, a lot of variables, speed, agility. He's got it all. Please welcome to the broadcast, Morgan Dash. How are you doing today, Morgan?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Thanks for joining us. So you're facing somebody on Saturday that not a lot of people in North Carolina have had the chance to see in the ring, in Merrick Donovan. How are you preparing to go against an opponent that there's not a whole lot of tape on?
That's a really good question. I'm just looking for as much tape as I can find. I just last night I watched him wrestle Diego Hill.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some other matches that I didn't get to see, but I'm gonna watch them.
So, judging by what you've seen so far, what do you think the keys for you are going to be for victory?
Probably my speed and agility is what I'm gonna have to use. There's not really much more I could do.
Okay, awesome. And he's a knight. You're an assassin. Do you feel like that kind of goes against each other as far as your styles in the ring? He's fighting with valor. You're fighting with just whatever it takes. How are you addressing his status as a knight? And are you gonna enter this as a gentleman's duel, or are you gonna do whatever it takes to win?
I'm gonna do whatever it takes to take him down. Because, I mean, just by looking at him, he's way bigger. So a knight is pretty fitting to call him.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. Christian, boss lady, what are you looking forward to most with this match?
I want to see how they move together.
Merrick is something special. And he kind of comes from this learning tree that is beyond respected in this area. That it's almost like folklore behind it.
Yeah.
And that everywhere he goes, that travels with him. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see what, Morgan, you're going to do to counter this knockout style ability that came from this learning tree. I think you have the skill set to be the counter to that. If you use your speed, if you use your agility, if you do what has brought you to the dance in the first place, I think it's going to be a hell of a match. It could go either way. But I think this is the kind of the sleeper match of the night. I think this might be match of the night. It could be very special.
Yeah, I agree. And we're doing this tonight. So you're going trick or treating. You open the door. What do you want? What's your like ideal trick or treating candy for Halloween?
I'd say Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids.
Okay, respectable.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite Sour Patch Kid color?
Green and blue. Those are the best. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But thank you so much. Super excited for your match. And for those
One thing, Morgan, while you're rolling around looking for his tapes, make sure you watch the Jay Lethal tape.
that's a very good recommendation.
Absolutely.
But best of luck to you, and we will see you on Saturday.
On Saturday. Thank you so much, man.
All right. So our next guest, I don't know how people feel about him. He is a controversial figure. Did some controversial things, and we'll get into it momentarily. But we are joined by Damon Bryce, the new FWA Foothills champion. How are you doing tonight, Damon?
Pretty good. I think everybody knows how they feel about me. They're just too scared to admit it. They know I'm great. I wouldn't have this if I wasn't. And I respect you, boss lady, but I'm a little hurt that you got that cowboy shirt on. But we ain't here to talk about football.
All right. So talk us through what happened last month.
Well, myself and Johnny and Willie, we do what we always do. We put a plan together and we execute it. Our goal was to get this over my shoulder. And if I had to lie a little bit, say I wasn't going to be there, then that's what we had to do. And we did it. Like I said, we walked out. John Matthews and Dose Legit tried to ruin the celebration. But like I said, we got what we came for that night. And we'll deal with them when those paths cross.
Are you worried that you made some enemies?
Yeah. Doesn't concern me any, because if people don't dislike you, then you're not doing your job, in my opinion.
What if those people want to beat you up?
I mean, they can try. Like I said, I got Johnny, who, yeah, me and Johnny aren't 6 foot tall, 300 pounds, nothing like that. But Johnny throws himself around like he doesn't care.
Yeah.
We got Willie too. Willie, he's a clown. We get it. That dude has seen some stuff. Like I don't even mess with him. Everybody, whatever you want to call me, the leader, says I have the title. But Willie, I'm scared of Willie. Like I don't mess with him. So to have that on my side doesn't really concern me, honestly.
So,
I think we're all a little bit scared of Willie.
But you're in a match with somebody that you definitely pissed off last month, talking about making enemies. And now you're stepping into the ring with Dalton Grant. Some might know him as Dollar General. Some might know him as Dalton Grant. That's up for whoever wants to say that when he enters the ring. But he's pissed off. He's mad at you, and he's held that belt before, and he wants it back again. So how are you preparing for that match?
Honestly, just going back and watching. I've been in the ring with Dalton before. Like I know what he's capable of. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, he sucks. He's good. He calls himself damn good, and he is damn good. But right now I have this. So if he wants to prove that, then he's got to beat me. So I'm just preparing like I do for every match. My focus and my goal is to win, and one way or another, that's exactly what's going to happen.
So you won that title in not the fairest of ways. Given this match, bell to bell, you won't have that inherent before the bell advantage. Are you going to tackle that any other way? And I don't mean to offend you, man. I mean, you're a champion, and we can't dispute that. That's a fact.
Right.
But how are you going about this match when it's bell to bell? We're starting fair.
Well, like I said, I go in every match the same. I won the championship, and not like you said, not the fairest way, but every other match I won clean as a whistle. Yep. And that's exactly what I plan on doing. I don't look past any opponent. I treat everybody the same. You're in my way, so I have to go through you. So I'm treating Dalton like every match, bell to bell. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but like I said, I'm going to make sure that I walk out with this like I did last month.
Right, definitely a match to keep your eye on. And then your friends, we have the Cataclysm. They're facing somebody that you also pissed off last month in Dose Legit. You're making a lot of enemies, and now you're having to answer for what you've done. How are they preparing for this match?
Like I said, same way. They just do this to hurt people. Dose Legit, they've had the match before. Johnny and Willie took care of business. If Dose Legit wants to go through that again, they're more than welcome. Like I said, that's my view on it. We've taken care of them before, and if they want it again, then that's just what we're going to have to do.
Yeah, I'm just going to bring up a comment we have. I don't know if you can see it on the screen right now. How do you want to respond to this?
Oh man, this. She likes to give me a bunch of slack, but I think she's my biggest fan there. I really do. Because I saw her post earlier talking about the Zenith and myself. I noticed she didn't tag me, so I don't think you wanted me to see that. But like I said, I'll hold this title up right in front of her, and it's with a smile on my face because, like I said, I'm here to please the fans. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's what we're here for. So like Tiffany, she talks all the junk on Facebook. But like I said, I think she's my biggest fan, honestly, in the crowd.
Our Iris here says that you should go play in a sandbox. Have you heard that one before, and how do you respond to that?
I haven't. It reminds me of being a kid, so I don't take it as an insult. I mean, it reminds me of fun times. I've never been told to go play in a sandbox. That's definitely a new one.
It seems like being a champion brings up a lot of different kinds of criticism, and I think that this is just the start. These comments are just the start, champ.
Hey, if you're getting a reaction, you're doing something right.
Like I said, if they want to spew comments at me, it's good. It gives me something to read. You know what I mean? It just gives me more motivation to just keep this as long as I want to.
Yeah, I also want to point out that we should definitely be concerned. If you could see this comment from Willy Nilly, people want me to go crazy, don't they?
He's not crazy already.
I don't.
I'm about to just let him do it at this point. It'll be fun to watch, honestly.
Yeah.
Fun for you.
Oof, they're getting. I'm not going to put any more comments on because they're only getting meaner. And you've been so nice to take your time. We're going to end on a happy note, and it's Halloween. You're going door to door. What is the ideal candy that you want in your trick or treat bag?
I'm gonna say anything Butterfinger, whether it's the fun size, the king size. Butterfinger's the best.
Okay. Oof, we got a fan here. I want you to leave with this because, we do have a fan here, Allison Light. We love Damon Bryce. So you do have a fan here. We'll leave you with that, and then we'll also leave you with this one that just says Lucky Charms. But
she just really likes that cereal. I don't know what it is.
She's just a big advocate for the brand.
Yeah.
But no, I love Allison and Andrew. They're fantastic. They're some of the only people that are actually nice to us out there. So it's definitely much appreciated.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. You've got a lot to prepare for, so we'll let you get back to preparation. Please tell Willy Nilly that we're cool. We don't want any.
Oh yeah, y'all are
yeah,
safe.
okay, yeah.
We don't want no problems.
Thank you, and best of luck to you on Saturday. Are you going to be in costume? I do want to ask.
We'll leave that to surprise. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Ooh, another reason to come out to the show this Saturday.
What is Damon Bryce's costume going to be? An easy out would just be a champion. That's what I would do.
Ask Tiffany.
Yeah, I'm sure it's about that.
Yeah. So this has been great. Thank you so much, and best of luck on Saturday.
Right, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Boom. And we're back. Just like magic. So Willy Nilly, huh? We're good. We're good. I just want to say we're safe. If you're watching, Willy, we're safe. But before we bring in our next guest, who might be more hated than Damon Bryce, actually, no, we have one that's coming on before him that people actually like. But we have Christian Price.
Are you just trying to piss him off? I feel like you're trying to antagonize him.
I, as a journalist, a big J journalist, I have to speak the truth, and I'm only reporting.
And you're just speaking public opinion.
I'm just speaking.
It's not your opinion.
Yeah,
public opinion.
I think if we look at this comment, no, don't bring him up, please. Like that's. I just mentioned his name, and we're already getting that reaction. So I'm just reporting. I'm just a man on the streets for this. But we've got a match. Speaking of Ben, his clients. Kaitlyn Marie has a match with Katrina Krize upcoming, and she has some words for this match coming up. What a nice graphic we have for that. But let's hear what she has to say, and then we can kind of talk about it a little bit. I'm sure that we'll hear some reactions as well.
You know, Kaitlyn Marie, this might shock you, and probably others, but I want to be incredibly upfront with the fact that I feel super excited for Anarchy. Saturday, October 21st. I love the competitor you bring out in women, not only in the Carolinas, but up and down the coast and everywhere you go. You're an amazing competitor. And you bring that out in each and every interaction you have in that squared circle. Doesn't also change the fact that I think I've been fighting and clawing to show that around the Carolinas and up and down the East Coast, I also am trying to do my best to prove that I'm one of the best women in the independent scene right now. I want it. I work hard. I make sure I'm the hardest working woman in the room. And ultimately, at Anarchy, I'm going to show you exactly what my intentions are with that ALW Women's Championship.
Okay.
Ooh, those are fighting words.
Yeah.
She does not come to play.
So I think that maybe Kaitlyn Marie has a little bit more of a challenge on her plate. It seems like you guys are kind of getting tired of the zenith, getting tired of the shenanigans, just trying to bring people in to kind of take them down a peg.
And Kaitlyn Murray has gone on record saying that there's no one for her to fight. There's no challenge. That she's just on a different level. So it'll be interesting to see that level challenged a little, to see if this can truly be a roadblock in this reign, because I think it might surprise people. I think she's undermining the hell of a talent we're looking at now.
Yeah, and a lot of people do when it comes to Katrina. A lot of people do.
And she mentioned that she works harder than most of the women in the room. I know that multiple people can attest to that. She doesn't take this lightly. She works hard. She shows up. She wants to win. And I think we're going to see a match where Kaitlyn Murray might actually have to step up, and she might have to elevate herself as a result of her opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, we mentioned this person earlier. The Price is Right. Q. So we are about to bring on the priceless one. I don't know if you use that or not, but if you do use it, you just have to send me like $10.
And then you own it for life.
Yeah, but we are joined by the priceless one, Christian Price. Cue the Price is Right theme song. How are you doing tonight, Christian?
I'd be a lot better if I wasn't on here. Let's just start there.
Well, we can stop. We can stop.
Dang.
Oh man.
You
know,
I thought we had a good thing, man.
No, Christian, you're cool. I like you. But
what about
the
me?
other guy over there, he's something else. I think he is trying to antagonize me. He's trying to make me upset, but it's not worth it.
Sounds like the price is wrong, if I'm being honest.
Man, this guy. Listen, I know we're here to talk business, so let's talk.
Okay. Aaron Biggs, let's talk.
Aaron Biggs. I used to actually watch this dude when I first started. I'm still fresh in the business, but his name came up a few times, and I would watch, and I would say, yo, this dude is cool, he's cold, etc., blah, blah, blah. But he said I was here to take over the FWA roster, which I am. But I'm here to take over everything else as well. You see, as I stated earlier, Biggs, your time is running out, man. I'm younger, fresher, more hungrier, more vicious. There's nothing that you can do to stop me. And now that I know that you have a little bit of trouble with your leg, I hate that you just got it back right, man, because the things that I'm going to do to it Saturday, man, man, you are in some big, big trouble. I'm getting a little worked up here, man, because it irritates me that people do not understand that I am in here to make a change. I'm in here to bring balance back to professional wrestling. Right now, everything is unbalanced. You have all these vets who swear that, I'm still in here. I can work for a very long time. I'm supposed to be here to guide the youth. You all don't guide anything. You're in the way. So, Biggs, though that you are one hell of a talent and one hell of a person, all that is going to end Saturday. So go ahead, wherever you're working, go ahead and take a nice little vacation, put in a few months, hell, a few years if I have anything to do with it, because I'm going to re-break that leg and you're going to stay right back on that couch where you should be.
Oof.
Big fight feel.
Yeah.
Well,
you got anything to say, Mr. Price is wrong?
Honestly, we are speechless because
yeah,
that's talking a big game, and I think you're one of those guys who more often than not can back that up, and I'm very excited to see it this Saturday.
Yeah, but logistically, though, we do have to take a look at there's a little bit of a size difference. There's a little bit of an experience difference. Do you think that your passion and your will to win can overcome those obstacles this Saturday?
Of course. There's so many things that I'm capable of. Hear me out. As I said before, Mr. Biggs is a big guy, but my bag is so much bigger. I mean, what can you say to that? Like I said, if he goes the extra mile, I'm going to go even longer. I'll be in pain. Yeah, whatever. He's gonna hurt me. I get it, but that's if he can catch me. I'm pretty sure he hasn't been able to catch anybody for a while. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest here. You feel me? I'm way more faster, way more agile, way more quicker. I mean, I don't. I've only been to FWA for my triple threat that we won't mention again.
The one, how did that end?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
But the main thing is this time around, I'm going to make sure that everybody knows what they should have known the last time. And it's that my price is always right. And there would never, and I mean never, be anyone or anything else worth more than me.
Okay, yeah.
Quick question. I know you don't want to bring it up, and this will be the last time that triple threat is mentioned. But what's the difference that you're going into this match that's different than that match? How are you preparing different? How is this match? Granted, it was a triple threat, but how was that different than this match?
All right, so for the triple threat, for one, I was blindsided. Okay, let's just be fair. I was already busy, focused on Draken at the moment. Baby Lotion should have been knocked out. I don't know where he came from. Okay, so I put all of my energy towards my triple threat match that I made a singles match with Draken after I threw Baby Lotion to the garbage. So I was caught off guard. That's all it was. I was caught off guard.
Okay.
You know, that's
That's
it.
fair, man. That's fair.
That's fair. You know what I'm saying?
I love the accountability there, man. That shows you're growing. That's huge, man. I appreciate that. That's good.
Of course,
I
man.
do have to say we have to let you go just because we can no longer afford. Like, your price is very high. It is right, but it's also very high.
I'm glad you know that.
I don't
rate
think
by the minute, you might want, like, that's a little unfair,
Yeah.
but we get it. We get it. Your time is valuable.
we're gonna make sure you get paid after this, but we are gonna let you go because we cannot afford to have you on any longer because the price is high. Thank you so much. Good luck. I hope you don't hate me, but if you do, okay.
See you on Saturday, man.
See you all, man.
All right. So now is the time that everybody's been waiting for. We're going to talk about the main event, and who better to bring on to talk about this main event than the man who stands by TDT's side. We are going to be joined by the one, the only, the suited man, the I don't
He's
know.
a former manager of the year.
Former last year was manager of the year. We're joined by Ben Grayson. How are you doing tonight? I'm sorry.
I'm glad. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Because I'm glad that you finally have someone on here that can speak in coherent sentences.
And I can think of 1,000 other people better than Benny to talk about the main event.
How am I not suited for this? TDT's the champion. I know about championships. And I know about Corey Edsel. So I think I'm pretty suited for this, boss lady. So you just sit there, be quiet, let the gentleman ask me questions.
I will not cuss on these good people's podcast.
You can cuss on our podcast. We do.
Don't tell her that.
Oof. So
Okay, man.
there are people that have not joined the chat this entire time, now coming out of the woodwork to see you and talk about you.
It seems like that's just the Zenith effect, man. Like, no matter where they show up, they're a draw. People are showing out whenever they show up.
Yeah. So your client, Tevin, we found out that the D stands for dad on our podcast, but it also stands for dangerously. He's going into this match with somebody who's just out there to kind of raise hell. There, I said it.
And you're absolutely 100% correct. Corey Edsel is a monster. He's been doing this for a while. I've watched him pretty much the whole time I've been a part of this business. It's not going to be an easy task, but Tevin wouldn't be the champion if he weren't used to overcoming the odds. So Corey can bring what he wants. Corey can do whatever he needs to do. But at the end of the night, Kaitlyn Marie will retain the ALW Women's Championship. TDT will retain the FWA championship, and we will all go out to celebrate at, well, we'll probably have to get out of King to find somewhere decent to eat, but we'll all go celebrate afterwards.
Absolutely. How are you preparing? Because there are two different championship matches, and I imagine that I know your typical involvement. Is there different kind of advice here, or is it just the champion's mentality that comes along with Zenith?
Wait. What do you mean typical involvement?
I'm just saying.
He said it right.
And
nobody asked you, lady.
And you have the accolades to back this up. You're a very good manager. You look out for your crew. You look out for them. So how are they preparing in a different way? Given that it's two different title matches, how are you going to be involved? Are we going to see you in both matches? Like, just talk me through it.
Look, don't you worry about how my clients prepare. They are both in the gym. They are both dieting. They are both doing what they need to do to make sure they are in peak condition for this Saturday. Kaitlyn, we've seen what Katrina can do. You know, she's making a name for herself, but she's got nothing against the biggest, baddest chick in the game. And TDT, what else? What do I need to say about him? I mean, the footage and the proof is in the pudding. It all proves it right there.
Okay, if we could talk through the end of their tag title match at last month, if we could talk through that a little bit. I know you don't want to talk about it. I get it, but I would not be doing my job if I didn't ask.
Let's pull up and park there for a second.
Look, we thought we had gotten rid of Aaron Biggs, plain and simple. He's been a thorn in our side for a long time, and we thought we had finally written him out of the picture. And then all of a sudden, while we're defending our sorry, I still get a little upset. Even though we won them back, it's still a sore spot. We never should have lost them. Even though man, this is on you, boss lady. You put it all together. The Stu crew, those hillbillies from Tennessee came in, and Aaron Biggs decided to stick his fat self into our business.
Whoa.
What?
Take
His
it
last
easy.
name is Big, for Pete's sake.
Okay. My last name is Britton. but
His
this is-
big self. There you go. Is that better?
That's better, yeah.
Anyway, he comes out, decides to distract TDT, and I get it. He was a little angry, lost his focus, but the Stu crew took that opportunity and ended our 2-year reign as the ALW Tag Champions. But as of 2 weeks ago, we have retained those titles, and we're not letting go of them this time.
That's only because you're dodging the trendsetters.
No, wait a minute. All of the trendsetters together weigh less than DDT by himself.
What does that have to do with anything?
TDT I could tag with TDT and beat the trendsetters.
And I'd love to see that.
Don't you dare try to make that happen.
Yeah, I'm putting that for January.
That is not in my contract.
It's happening.
The trendsetters can talk all the crap they want. They're the champions. They should be the ones reaching out, defending those titles. We've already got 3 sets. Let's add to it.
Or they could take all yours.
Nah, that's not going to happen. We're going to be more prepared for that.
At what point is there enough titles? At what point have you conquered enough? Like, what is that ceiling?
Is there such a thing as enough? I mean, are there other gold collectors?
Yeah, I do have gold.
So you know what it's like. Once you start collecting, you've got to complete the run. So all the titles and Damon Bryce, I saw that little comment pop up. J.R. Miller, he can go for that championship. And those guys in the fanny pack title match, I might jump on that.
Oh,
That
I do-
way we get all the titles. All of them.
I do want to go back to a remark you made earlier about getting food outside of King. I do believe after the last show that we did see you at Dario. So
I can confirm.
That is true. We were desperate. And
you also did say hi,
Yeah.
and that's okay.
we were busy. We were talking.
Well, you definitely represent 3 people that are very good in the ring. I don't know that they need you, if I'm being honest. I feel like they can get it done on their own.
I think
Maybe,
that's what makes the Zenith so special.
yeah,
Very much so.
like eventually they're going to realize that they can like get these belts without you, and I think that's going to be a great day where a lot of people are going to be very happy. But until then, we'll see you on Saturday. So maybe we can meet up afterwards at Dario, grab a milkshake. But what is your favorite Halloween candy before we leave?
Milky Way.
Milky Way.
Anything with caramel.
Anything with
He
caramel.
likes the old grandma candy.
I'm gonna slap you. I'm
I
not
wish
I
afraid.
wish you would.
J.R. Miller is watching, and he said that'll never happen, Benny. So
I love the loyalty in this group.
Yeah.
It's so pure.
yeah,
We've got each other's backs.
yeah. I like the Zenith. I think you guys have some cool jackets. I would love to be a part of the Zenith. Of being honest.
Everybody would love to be a part of it.
Yeah, mostly just for the
We're not gonna let
jacket.
any goof in there.
I'm not any goof.
You're a big one.
Oof.
That's
Well, this
two
has been,
people you pissed off. Two!
like I said to Damon. If people are reacting, you're doing something right. So I'll take it. Maybe I'm taking a page out of your book myself, and I'm following in your footsteps. But this is yeah, probably one with a lot of like spelling errors.
I doubt that.
I'm just kidding. I don't
The
know.
most eloquent and literate man in wrestling.
Yeah. Well, this Saturday in King, you'll be there. You've got your clients. Let's speak a little bit about Kaitlyn Marie and her match. How is she preparing for this match? And then we'll let you go.
Kaitlyn is doing everything she knows to do. She's won championship before. She's held the ALW title for probably close to a year now, I think. So there's not much she has to do to prepare. She's watching her tape. She's getting herself ready. She's in the gym. That's all you got to worry about.
Okay. Well, this Saturday, there's a lot of uncertainties, but I always like to say about uncertainties, it's more of a reason to show up because you got to see what's happening.
That's true.
It's not like the Cowboys tonight that are probably going to lose. Like that's a certainty. It is more so. I'm making enemies out of everybody. I'm coming. This is my heel turn.
We were this close.
But thank you guys so much. Before we leave, where can everybody get tickets? What are all the information? If we could run down the times and everything like that one more time before we go.
Trick or treating 3:45. Doors open at 3:30. 3:15. If you order from Facebook page, there are links. There is an event page. First bill rings at 4. Costume contest intermission. Almost shit, Eddie.
And me?
No. The little man in the box.
Which one?
The little man.
There's technically we're all little men in boxes. This one?
No. He knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, this one? Okay. Well, we'll let J.R. Miller have the last say in the podcast, since he says, Benny, make sure you don't tell them anything about our master super secret plan.
I would never.
Okay. So if you want to find out what that master super secret plan is, come out on Saturday. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you, Benny, for coming out. I hope maybe we can grab a milkshake after the show.
Pleasure is all yours.
Yes, it was. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Everybody have a
Thank
great
y'all.
night.
Thank y'all.